Hi guys, Chris Richardson on my 22nd video, I believe. Last time we talked about playing the key of G, and then we did Amazing Grace actually in the key of G. And I went over the G scale, which is G, A, B, C, D, E, G flat, and G scale. Whereas the C scale was C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, which were all white notes. But the G scale are all white notes except the G flat. And remember, G flat, this is a G flat because this is a G note and you're going back. And when you're going back, that's going to be the flat. And when you're going up, the black note is going to be the sharp. So this is the F sharp, G, okay? And again, G, B, G, A, B, C, D, E, G flat, and G. That's a G scale. We did Amazing Grace in this key of G, and we went from the G last time to the C, back to the G, and then we went to the E minor, then back to the G, and then to the D chord, the D major. And that's so important to understand that you got to include that black note because that's the D major. Because you don't want to be playing like here, and then going to the C, and then going to the G, and then going to the E minor, and then think when you go to the D, you're going to play the all white note. Because that's how it's going to sound, and it's not going to sound right. Different notes are going to sound, different chords are going to sound different in different keys. So you got to play that D major. Okay. I'm going to do Pass Me Not. Now, we did Amazing Grace last week, so I'm just going to work on this. And it's going to be kind of so close to the same chords, so this is kind of like theory, just learning chords. Alright, Pass Me Not, you're basically doing like the G, pass me, going to the C, not oh gentle, back to the G, Savior. And see how low this is for me? So it's a different key, so some keys you're singing in different tones, so that's why you have different keys. Savior, then go to D, hear my see that D? Humble cry, G, B, and E. While C, on others thou. G, and then E minor. Savior, Savior, to the C, oh Savior, G, my humble D, right, back to the G, Y, to the C, on others out, to the G, E minor, and to the D. Do not pass me by. And that note was so low for me, whereas before when we did in the key of C, it was better for me. It was a better tone. I could sing in that key a whole lot better. Because if you remember, I was like, pass me not, oh gentle Savior. But that's when we were doing the key of C. But in key of G, it's just totally lower. Pass me not. And that's what the importance in learning different keys. I'm going to throw this in. Now, when we did the key of C, you know, we went from the C to the F, back to the G, C, and then we went to the G. And then we went back to the C, and then we might include like a D minor, which was I consider it 2, because you got the C scale, right? 1, 2, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to the 1. Well, in the key of C, we went to that D minor sometimes. So the D minor would be the second note from the C scale, okay? Where the difference in the G scale is like you got G, A, B, C, D, E, G flat, back to G. The second step from here is an A note, okay? Because this is G scale. So the A note is going to be the second note from the G. So when you're playing the second note, what you're doing is you're playing that A minor in the key of G when we're playing in the key of G. Okay? So there might be times when, you know, you'll be playing from the G, E minor, G, E minor, then you might go to the A minor, then back to the G. Okay? And once you hit a note, the chord, your mind is going to be tuned to that particular chord, so you know what other chords to play with that first chord. So, like I said at the beginning, that's why you have different keys and different tones. I can see, if you're on C, you went to that 2, you go like this, because you got 1, 2. See that? 1, 2. Because that's a scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the key of C. Now in G, you go 1, 2, 1, 2. Because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to the 1, or back to the G. Okay? And also the numbers are pretty good to know because it applies in any key. Whereas if you're playing in another key and you're calling out the alphabet, you have to say the alphabet and what chord you're playing. But when you go by numbers, you can just say like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so on. And that applies in any key. Okay. Okay. We'll hit up the next week and go a little bit further. All right, you guys take care.